Smiling and dialing. All right.
That's right.
Okay. Well,
Man, welcome. Welcome, everybody.
thank you. Two favorite realtors on the internet.
That's right.
Or your Instagram live feed, whatever the case may be.
Whatever the case may be.
Coming to you live this
right.
first Friday in February. I am Sandy and
Bryant Lovick, everybody. With Lovick Properties. Excited to be with you guys today. It's a little gloomy outside.
it is.
Yeah.
But we're not worried
Nope.
because the shine in our hearts will overcome whatever gloom that you may be looking at outside.
That's right.
Because we got some exciting stuff to tell you today.
Yeah, that's right. A lot
Yeah, it's so much good stuff that we're trying. We had to actually whittle down.
That's right.
We actually spent a little bit of time talking about
right.
how we need to whittle this down so that we can bring
Yes.
the best show to you today. I hope we got people dialing in because you're not going to want to miss it. And on the
right.
backside, Brian, what do we have? The backside of today.
We got the winner of our hat giveaway.
That's right.
It's coming, so make sure to stick with us through the end of this, and we'll be releasing the winner of that.
So we're giving stuff away here. So not only are we giving, we're also giving stuff away. It is
In so many ways.
in so many ways.
So many ways. Just giving in so many ways.
So many ways. Listen, today's show is gonna be cut up really in two different pieces. The first is you are in the market of real estate. You're looking to buy or sell, like you're in it. You're in it right now, or you're on the outside and you want to get in.
That's right.
So we got two angles we're coming at. It's a binary place. You're either in it or you're not.
That's right.
But we have information to bring to both. Did I say that correctly?
You said that perfectly.
Okay, so
That's
I'm going to
exactly.
start with if you want why it makes sense to get in. Again, we're beating a drum here that hopefully you've heard before, but we always want to give numbers, we want to give context, we want to give a storyline as to why that matters.
Yeah.
Back it up with metrics, economic policy, and then we hope that you'll appreciate that. And then Bryant's going to run with it about if you're in it and frustrated, which
That's right.
I know a lot of people are. So
That's right.
let me share my part, and then I'll give it to the real professional here.
Nope.
But here's the deal. Let's say, why now? Why now?
right.
Why would someone
Tell
want
us,
to
Andy.
get into?
That's right.
Well, there's a few reasons.
Yeah.
Let's look from just kind of a macro level. I did not do well in macroeconomics. I'm just going to say macro level. I'm going to leave out economics.
That's right.
I'll let Lawrence Unit, the National Association of
There you go.
Realtors, do his job.
That's right.
But here's the deal. So right now, if you look at, what are people saying? The inventory's low, and but interest rates are so good. Well, that's true.
Yeah.
It's very true. But the reality is, we don't know how long they're going to stay as they are.
Yes.
Right now, we got a jobs market report coming out today. We're also dealing with, if you've been watching the news, in the Congress, they're trying to hammer out a stimulus package.
That's
Some
right.
of it's has already been sent out.
Yep.
And part of that package and a part of that kind of American Rescue Plan is this $15,000 first-time homebuyer tax credit, which have implications for someone wanting to, actually at the closing table, someone who wants to get into this market and purchase.
Yeah. A very tangible thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So these are some reasons why. I mean, again, we to keep the economy strong, we want to build the middle class. We want people to buy homes.
Yeah.
It is tough. We will be honest, and I think you're going to speak to that about
That's
the
right.
supply. But it is most certainly overcomable. But there are things that from the government point of view that are being put in front of you to say, hey, buying is the smart thing to do right now.
Yeah.
You and I are have both made recent purchases.
That's right.
So we in our respective fields, we're putting our mouth, we're putting our mouth where our bodies will be, which will be in homes that we're excited about. If was a really backwards way to say it.
That came out perfectly. No, that was perfect.
But the point being is that we do feel strongly about what we're saying because interest rates do appear to be getting a little bit higher. We've been sitting at about 2 3/4 for a 30-year conventional top tier credit.
Yeah.
That appears to be on the rise, looking at about 2.9 now.
That's right.
And we may be seeing jumping into the 3s
Yeah.
as we progress along, and we don't know where that's going to go.
Yeah.
But it appears that right now the interest rates are historically in one of the lowest places,
Yeah.
and it may not stay there.
That's right.
For too much longer. I got one more thing I want to bring to you about why right now is a great time, is that year over year. So based on the average resale in Wake County.
That's right.
From early 2020 to late 2020. So 1 year, one kind of fiscal year from January to December.
Yeah.
In Wake County, resales. We saw an average appreciation of 8.84%.
That's right.
Is that correct?
Over the previous year.
Over the previous year, over like 2019.
Right. That's exactly right.
So from that same period of 2019 and same period of 2020,
Yeah.
If the average, which means that there were some a little bit less, but that means there were some more, which is crazy.
That is insane.
An average of 8.84%.
Yeah.
That beats, throwing your money into the securities market. I mean, this is
That's exactly
the
right.
best investment on earth, Bryant.
Is Earth.
Is Earth.
Is Earth,
The best investment on Earth is Earth. And so if that can give you an indication why it makes sense to get in, it's because we really are in unprecedented times, kind of financially, but also to the return on this investment. And obviously the joy that comes, you can't put a number on joy.
That's right.
Of
That's right.
home ownership.
That's right.
But also to the numbers do speak. So with that being said, Brian, I want
Yes.
you to take, because I've made a great pitch, I think,
Yes.
about why you should want to get in, or
Yes.
now's the time.
Yes.
But the reality is, because we're millennials and others, people
Yeah.
have been dialing around or been in it, and
Yeah.
they are frustrated.
Yeah. Well, let me just springboard off of the epic comment. We put our mouths where our bodies will be.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, if you ask a real estate agent when would they buy a house, you may want to pay attention to the answer, right? You may want to pay attention. But hands down, this is the time. We do see interest rates rising. We do see all these things, and so there's plenty of reasons to get in. Once you're in, hold on tight.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be alone.
Yeah.
The reason why prices are on the rise, guys, an economic lesson for everyone tuning in right now, and I don't want to put people to sleep. But if you have people paying what an appraiser says a home is worth every single time and refusing to pay over that, you have a flat market. You will have a flat market. Real estate appraisers appraise homes in the past tense. So they look at past data to determine what the home is worth right now. So if what that appraisal comes in at and it is what you pay for, it is exactly what you consistently pay, it's what the market is paying, then you will not have a rising 8.84, 8.5, 8.9, whatever it was.
That's good.
You won't have that kind of appreciation, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so here's the pain. The pain means that you are entering into that environment.
That's right.
Where you're paying over what a home is seemingly worth. So an appraisal comes in, it's coming in low, it's coming in below where you had to be to fight to win that almost guaranteed multiple offer situation.
Yeah, totally.
To compete. So when you're in that kind of environment, there's so much pain. You're trying to separate yourself from the pack, and you've got only a certain number of ways that you can do that. Purchase price is certainly the number one way that you do that.
Yes.
And buyers are tired. They are so tired. I got a report from another real estate agent who's helping a buyer, 15 offers over the past year. 15 offers.
That is
lost.
Crazy.
That is crazy. So the market is it's exhausting to be within, to be completely honest. And so folks hear everything that you just got done saying, Sandy, and they want to jump in. They want to see the benefit. So can I give a couple tips?
Please. I hope everyone's listening. When he says tips, you need to start listening closely.
Couple tips.
Yep, here we go. The tips.
If you're in a market that is rising at the rate in which it is rising, then I implore my clients that do see inflation on the horizon and do see interest rates rising on the horizon to jump in ahead of where you think you need to be. In other words, come in strong. Come in the 6-month future market.
Yeah.
I don't even
I'm
know
tracking.
if that makes any sense.
No,
but
absolutely.
predict where the market will be in 6 months and go ahead and punch that in the face. Because if interest rates rise and your monthly payments go up, then your purchase power, your purchase prices are going to have to come down.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the number of homes you can afford comes down.
That's right.
And if appreciation and inflation do continue, then you've got prices that are rising.
Yep.
So go ahead and get ahead of it. Punch that 6-month mark. Be courageous to do so.
Yeah.
And in 6 months, you will see that break-even point. That is what we're seeing statistically year over year in our current environment. Will that change? Markets will change for sure. Markets will go up and down. But anyways, that's one of my tips. The other tip is to make sure. that if you're looking at this home that you're about to make a bid on, you ask yourself the best question you can ask yourself, which is, what's the likelihood that I will walk away from this home?
Yeah.
Ask yourself. If your real estate agent isn't asking you that question, ask it yourself.
Yeah.
What's the likelihood that you will walk away? If the likelihood of you walking away is next to none, then consider taking that down payment and put a very good chunk of that down payment towards the home up front. And we've talked about this before, which is due diligence. So those are my 2 tips for everyone. If you're going to be in this environment and you're tired of losing out, please listen to my words. These are the ways that we are encouraging our buyers, and that we're counseling our folks, and our folks are winning.
That's right.
Our folks are closing, and they're jumping into this hot market.
Yeah, they're taking it. And they're not doing it. It does not taking them 15 times.
That's exactly right.
It's the value of the team. It's the value of what we do. Part of this is mentorship. That's a whole nother episode. I think we could even go longer.
Oh, we could.
Because our producer just said our time's running short, and we want to be respectful of your time, which we appreciate you dialing in. So with that being said, if you're weary, we understand.
Yeah.
Maybe you need another realtor. That's not neither here nor there. But I think numbers and metrics and economics would say now is most certainly a great time.
That's exactly right.
Brian, last thing before we hop off for today,
right.
you have a name of someone who's going to get a hat.
That's right.
An incredible, love it. The trucker, love it. LP hat.
That's exactly right.
Limited edition, director's cut. They're getting it. Brian, who is it?
That's right. Jake Beerman.
Jake,
my friend.
Don't know him, but what does he do?
Oh man, he is one of the best fence builders in all of Raleigh. Hands down, one of the best fence builders.
What's the name?
Freedom Fence Company.
Freedom Fence Company. Okay, cool. That's good.
So,
for anyone watching on my side, Freedom Fence.
That's
Freedom.
Right. That's right.
Freedom Fence Builder, I think, is what I've been told.
That's right. Maybe so.
Yeah,
they're amazing.
But
we will in fact tag both Freedom Fence Company or Builders.
Yeah, Builders, perfect.
And we will also tag you, Jake. So Jake, congrats to you and your friend, whoever's getting that second hat.
Man.
Congrats to you guys.
Great start to the weekend. Hey, listen, they're outside. They're probably building some new homes. And with we're going to go show some homes. Two Favorite Realtors on the internet. I'm Sandy.
Brian, love it.
Y'all have a great weekend.